Hey there, everyone. This is Dr. Gwen from the Dr. Gwen International Training and Empowerment Academy and host of the iTunes show, The Dr. Gwen Show. We are continuing our discussion on the ACT Breakthrough Success Model today. And last few times we talked about awareness and creation. And we said that awareness is a distinct component that undergirds every single aspect of the model. You have to be aware of yourself, of the subconscious voices in your head, of others around you, and of your environment to achieve breakthrough success. Then we talked about the creation phase. In this phase, you are distinguishing yourself from the status quo. You are making a commitment that you are going to be different. You are going to be limitless. You're going to be bound by integrity, and whatever the goal is that you are attempting to do, you will first personalize that goal and have that become a part of who you are. Today we are talking about the transformation phase. This is the phase where you get into action. And as you can see on the screen, there is the model that is representing the ACT, Awareness, Creation, and Transformation. And you can see inside of the circle, the first circle that's bounding them is desire and passion, and outside of that is integrity and commitment. You must have integrity and commitment and desire and passion to achieve breakthrough results. Now, what does the transformation phase involve? There are many components of the transformation model, and in this particular section we're going to introduce what I call the PIPO method, P-I-P-O. And in this instance, P stands for production, I stands for input, P stands for processing, and O for output. Now, in the production phase, this is where you go to set up your goals. You establish those goals so that they are SMART goals. Yes, I did say SMART goals. I know that there's some who are against SMART goal. When you consider the component of SMART, in my case, you will see why. The S means the goal is specific. It has to specifically reference something. You're not just creating a goal out of thin air for nothing. The next component, M, means the goal must be measurable. You have to know when you have achieved the goal. A means it's action-oriented. Your goals must be scattered with actions, what I call strategies. You have to have step-by-step processes to achieve the goal. The R means that it's relevant. The goal is relevant to your mission and to what you are about. And time, of course, is time-bound. You have to put a time on the goal, otherwise it will be in perpetuity, and no goal will succeed that way. So having established your SMART goal, the next thing to do is to go out and to find the resources that you're going to need to make these goals work. Those resources can be people or things. Inside of the free course that I offer you, I give you an outline for a conversation that you can have with just about anyone to secure their buy-in and to secure support for the processes that you will need to establish in fulfilling your goals. The input and the processing are completely internal features, and these relate to your awareness, of course. The input are all of the things that you are receiving and processing. Throughout this phase, it's really important for you to stay connected, to be aware of what those voices are that are in your head, because you have to be continuously assessing. And if you are in a space where you feel as though that fear and that negative self-talk and all of those are stopping you, you must be able to recognize that and to make that distinction continuously. And then finally, the output, the O. That output is the desired goal. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to realize in the long run? And we all know, looking at the next slide, that it is the breakthrough performer. That is where you are headed. And in that breakthrough performer phase, you have systems that you have set in place. When you have set up those goals, you have created those strategies. Now you're putting those inside of systems so you can track them. And you are able to realize when you are on track and when you're about to fall off track. And it's very important to do that. And there are also other phases that you need to be aware of to get the right output. There is that component of your whole productivity. So inside of the full course, I give you step-by-step processes of how you can put these goals and strategies into a structure that will empower you. I talk about the 90-minute, that rhythm, where it's really important that you take breaks. Every 90 minutes, you set yourself on that schedule and you take a 10 to 15-minute break so that your brain refreshes and you end up being more productive. Your output, of course, is to become the breakthrough performer, where you are producing breakthrough results. You are united with the goals that you have established. You feel one with what you are about. Everyone around you can experience the effect that you're having as a result of your goal. Looking at this chart, you will see the dreamer. The dreamer is that person who is high on desire and passion. They're very passionate about what they are about, but they're low, sporadic on integrity. Integrity is not the key part for these people. A lot of people find themselves here. They're high on creation. They're always thinking about how they're going to make the stuff happen, but unfortunately, they don't move into action. They're low on the transformation piece, so they continuously dream about what they want. Is that where you are? If you are there, we will find out in a minute what you need to do to move yourself to the breakthrough performer. The unmotivated non-achiever, which is quadrant 3, as you can see, this person doesn't have anything going on. They have the low desire and passion. They're low on awareness. They are low on transformation. Absolutely nothing is going on. Some people have a name for these people. They call them bums. But this person is not who you are, and it's not who you want to be. Looking at the overachiever, you can see that they are achieving some results. They're very high on awareness, so they're key on what's going on inside. They are low on creation. They are low on desire and passion, and they're high on transformation. Now you can see that if you are producing results, if you're constantly in action, and if you stay high in integrity, that means you're going to fulfill on what you say you want to do. But if your passions are not a part of it, and if you're not being a part of this work that you are about, then you are going to feel burnout. You will be burnt out very shortly. You're going to feel unfulfilled and empty inside. You will not like what you do. There are a lot of people who do very well in business, who make quite a bit of money, and yet right here they're unhappy. They're not happy people. What is the key to being happy, to being completely fulfilled in your life in all areas, no matter what? It is being in that number 1 quadrant, the breakthrough performer. In that area, you are high in awareness. You're continuously aware of your surroundings, of the people in your surroundings, and of your environment. You're high in creation. You're continuously regenerating yourself to meet the challenges that come your way. You are high in transformation. That means you continuously stay in action. You are always doing and staying in action with what you're doing, and you're high in desire and passion. That is the place you want to be. I encourage you to move over to my website. On there, you will find a free training course that will give you tools that you can use to help you to achieve breakthrough performance and to show you how you can access the rest of the information should you want to move to the next level. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, this is Dr. Gwen, empowering you to live purposefully and passionately.